Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Joseph Najal with Oz Arab Media, and I'd like to welcome you today to another very special, exciting interview. Today, we are joined by Linda Kim, the CEO and founder of IdeaClip. She's joined us today to discuss the business and role it plays in the community, and as well as what role she likes to play in the community. I'm Joseph Najal once again, and we are very excited to have you today. Without further ado, Ms. Kim, how are you?
Hi, I'm very well, thank you. How are you, Joseph?
I'm good, thanks. Once again, I'd like to thank you for joining us on today's program.
Thank
Could you start off by telling us about IdeaClip and the
you.
services it provides?
Yep, so IdeaClip is a social collaboration platform, and at the same time, it's an innovation hub and marketplace, fully to support small businesses, connecting them with their fan base. Because every business, every brand has a fan base who is there to support you, and they have so much insight to share to help those businesses innovate.
Absolutely. So, how did you come up with the idea to establish it and why?
Yes, as a customer and as being a mom with three kids,
Mhm.
you use a lot of products and services. You go to Woolly, Coles, Kmart, and sometimes you have certain wishes. I wish they had this kind of product range. I wish they could upgrade this product to be in certain, in terms of the container or in terms of the taste or whatever it may be. And it's not a complaint, and I would actually never go on an online review and leave a comment there because it's not a
Yeah,
complaint of any sort. It's just an idea that I want to share and get my voice heard. And I realized that there isn't a dedicated platform anywhere in the world really connecting those fans out there, loyal customers out there, to really voice their wishes or whatever ideas that may be that can really help those businesses innovate in their product or services, and to help them cut down on waste in new product or service innovation. So that's where I got the idea of building IdeaClip.
absolutely. Obviously, this kind of business communication is very essential to
Mm.
its success. But what obstacles do you see the most when you see businesses and people communicating, trying to innovate and come up with these new ideas and even implement them?
Yes. First of all, having a right channel to constantly listen to the voice of customer, it's not an easy thing. So for corporate businesses, they actually would hire market research firm. So it's spending thousands of dollars to get the insight from the right customers. But for small businesses, obviously, there's no way they can do it. So what they do is they rely on online review to get some insight, but it doesn't really end up being constructive insight, sometimes negative, and sometimes can actually damage small businesses, which ends up being either make or break small business. And we really don't want that to happen. So that's why IdeaClip has been actually created to disrupt online review system, which can actually make or break small businesses. So as a channel which can actually move away from so much negativity happening in the world, but rather focus on constructive data-rich feedback that can really uplift small businesses, but at the same time help them to be more innovative and creative in their expertise.
It's amazing stuff. On average, how many businesses would you say you help per month?
Oh, at the moment, it's an MVP still. So we've
Yeah.
released our MVP in both app stores, Google and Apple. So we're constantly communicating with small businesses to find out how we could optimize the platform, but at the same time, how we could really help them connect with the right right with their loyal customers, but at the same time, help them thrive. So it's an ongoing testing process for us, but definitely we'll get there as we progress and as we optimize the platform.
It
So
sounds like
it's more of still testing and proving the concept and so on.
Sounds like it's very exciting times for you and very busy times, I'm going to say. So, how do you balance this work with being a single mother to three children?
It's a bit of juggling, definitely, but I must say, people who really do believe why I'm doing it, because they do see my heart that I'm fully doing it to support the community, and those people, the word of encouragement and the support coming from them, that's what really makes me keep going. And also, babysitter, uni
Yes.
student, they come and look after the kids whenever I have to go out to attend events. All sorts of help coming from these lovely people. That's what really makes me keep going without running out of energy all the time, and constantly being able to, enjoy what I'm doing and finding that pure joy out of IdeaClip, the project itself, and also serving the community.
How many events do you go to, let's say, in a week now?
In a week, I try to keep it as one a week, but especially this month being the New South Wales Small Business Month celebration, there are a lot of things happening. So maybe two, but I'll make sure that I do spend quality time with the kids as well. But I have to tell you that kids love having the babysitter around. That's another grateful thing, that kids really do have enjoyable time with those people who are supporting me as a social entrepreneur. So that's another really grateful thing that I really am very being thankful for.
I'm glad you mentioned the Small Business Month. We were going to talk about it at the end, but I don't see why we can't discuss it now.
Mm-hmm.
You are working with the talent gifting campaign for the Small Business Month. What is that exactly?
Okay, so the idea, I must say where I got the idea from. I was just reflecting my whole entire journey of IdeaClip. And as I said, without the help coming from those wonderful people, I would have never had the courage to even be here for this interview. So those mentors, maybe they're not even actually mentors, but those people who are always there to support me with word of encouragement and with patting on my back, that actually made me and shaped me to be who I am. And that's the talent that I actually received as a gift from them. But at the same time, through such empowerment, I'm actually sharing my talent as a gift to my children, but at the same time, to the people that I know in the community. And that's where the idea of talent gifting campaign came, because gifting brings joy to both the receiver and the giver. It's not just the giver, it's not just the receiver, both ends. So in terms of talent gifting, you could have a talent as a financial advisor, as a baker, as a florist, as a fisherman, whatever your expertise may be. You might have actually empowered someone to be who they are through your talent gifting, but at the same time, you might have been inspired by someone along your life journey, which shaped to be who you are. And that's the power of giving and receiving, which can really inject a positive vibe in our community. And that's what the talent gifting campaign is all about, inviting all the small business owners to share their powerful story to empower next gen. Next gen are all into gaming. Next gen are all into me. But because it takes a village to actually raise a child.
I
We
agree
all
with
need
that.
to come together to share this story, to tell them that the world is not all about me. It's all about you, by sharing the powerful stories.
Okay. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like I've now had an issue with my camera. Yeah, looks like I have disappeared from the frame of things. I will try to get myself back into the frame. Well, it looks like I'm struggling with that. So what I might have to do is... All right, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I'll probably a bit brighter now, but good to be back. So we were talking about the talent competition. Who exactly are your mentors? Because obviously,
Yes.
mentorship is a very
Of
important thing in the business world and in real life. I agree with you. It does take a village to raise a child. Who are your mentors?
Well, mentors or those people who inspired me through my IdeaClip journey, so many. But if I just have to choose one who actually made me to take the first step to start this IdeaClip journey, it's Pastor Kim. He's a very well-known pastor in South Korea. I started to listen to his sermon through YouTube 3 years ago, and that's when he started sharing his powerful story through YouTube after his first cancer operation. He got the message from God, which is Isaiah chapter 40, verse 1, comfort my people. And with that powerful message, he started to share the story to empower those people, vulnerable people, disadvantaged people, or someone someone like me who was very much in misery after divorce. But after that story, what I picked up was life-changing. So one teaching, if I may share with all the audience, is what he taught me was, don't tell your kids to study hard so they can go to a good uni, so they can get a good job, so they can earn good money and be successful. But rather teach the children to study hard so they can serve others better. That was a paradigm shift, because no one in my whole entire life taught me about serving other people, focusing on serving other people. Everything is about you nowadays. But it's like shifting the focus from you to, shifting your focus from me to you. That was a radical thing for me. And from then onward, what I've been passing on to my children is exactly the same teaching. Live to serve other people. Don't sit on top of 5,000 serves of meal all for yourself, but rather work hard to feed 5,000 people. Yeah. So you, that's what has shaped me to be who I am and why I am doing all this campaign and everything. But at the same time, as a talent giver, I am actually delivering the same message to my kids. The life is not all about me. Yes. The moment you shift your focus from me to you, that's when you get the pure joy. That's when you really can get the peace of mind. Because by having everything to yourself, it doesn't mean that, convenience factor, yes, you will feel very convenient and secured by having that money, but that cannot give you the pure joy stemming from the inner part of you, and that cannot give you peace of mind. So that's the message, the strong message that I got from my mentor, one of my mentors, I should say, Pastor Kim Dong-ho. Yep.
Well, it's a beautiful message, Linda, and God willing, he has fully recovered from his cancer.
Still, it's an ongoing struggle for him, yeah. But he's always there to really encourage and empower someone like me, and everyone who's struggling with day-to-day lives.
Well, to our audience, I hope you do keep the pastor in your thoughts and prayers. I do want to talk about your bio on IdeaClip, because it mentions that you believe all people are good at heart, which is obviously a very unique worldview, because I've never met, if I have, I'm not too sure, but I don't know too many people who believe that genuinely. Was pastor the reason you believe this?
Oh, that's yes, yes, certainly, yes. That has definitely shaped my worldview and my value. But at the same time, what I thought of was, people generally have a good heart, but we all need a bit of a push and pull to bring out that good in us. Why? Because we tend to conform. We tend to conform to the crowd. If 9 out of 10 people are going in one direction, it's so difficult and challenging for you to raise your hand and stand against it and say, no, I think that way is the right for me, so I'm going to head that way. It's very difficult to make that decision, because there will be confrontation. There can be friction, and that there can be a bit of discomfort by making that decision. So people tend to conform to the rest of the group. But what I'm challenging is, let's say you walk into a dark room. Would you just say you just conform to whatever is there as in darkness and say, oh, okay, it's dark? Would you really do that? No. What many people would do is they will actually seek for a switch where the light switch is. Instantaneously, that's what the kind of response we get. So why not apply the same concept into this idea of bringing out the good heart in us by saying that IdeaClip being the facilitator, we really want to help those people and make that first step and first movement to bring out the good in each and every one of us. So it just needs a bit of a push and pull. That's what I want to mention. Everyone does have a good heart, but we just need a bit of push and pull to actually build that momentum and also get out of our comfort zone. So just like, just by clicking on that switch, the darkness will not overcome the light.
That's
so
beautiful.
it's just that's what IdeaClip really wants to act as.
That's beautiful. That's also a Bible verse, I believe, as well. The darkness will not overcome the light. I can't remember which one.
Yes.
Linda, I'm hoping you might remember because I'm really struggling to remember. I'm pretty sure it's in the New Testament, that verse. It is? Yeah. You know what? We're going to have to Google that one and we will get back to it. But you also do focus on lots of charities. What kind of charities do you like to focus
on? It's not that I go after those charities which are aligned with my values.
Yeah.
Through my IdeaClip journey, I just happen to meet wonderful people who are community focused and who are people focused. And through such encounter, I must say my value has been more enhanced around those two areas, which is all about uplifting community and which is all about uplifting people and bringing that positive energy in our community. So, as you asked, what kind of charities I'm really focusing in, it's more of through those meeting those wonderful people. That's how I actually ended up working with those charities who are very community focused and people focused.
Absolutely. Well, Linda Kim, I would say you certainly are an upstanding member of the community which you're a part of. You do lots of work. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever need a friend in the business world or in your personal life, there's Linda Kim. On behalf of the Oz Arab Media team, I'd like to thank you for joining us today. Thank you for sharing your own personal stories and explaining IdeaClip more broadly. People, if you ever in the future want to collaborate, Ms. Kim is the person to do it with. So once again, on behalf of the Oz Arab Media team, I'd like to thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for your time, Joseph. Thank you.
It was our pleasure. Thank you.